Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 6 of the Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. So today we have a easy problem. Hopefully it is actually easy and Larry doesn't make silly mistakes. I think one thing that I want to, so today I actually ran a couple miles and I did benching and just upper body things. Nothing too exciting, but I want to spend the intro talking about this channel, right? And maybe you won't watch this just because this is an easy problem, but yeah, I mean, one thing that I do want to repeat, and because people still ask me this from time to time, is why don't I just make an explanation video like everyone else? And the reason why is just because I don't want to be anyone else. I don't, like, if that's the case, why don't you just watch other channels? It's fine. I don't, like, you should do whatever it takes for you to feel like you're making progress, or make progress actually, not even just to feel part, right? And if it's and the way that I prefer it is by giving you something that's unique, which is me, not me explaining problems necessarily, but me attacking these problems, right? And a lot of people like to kind of have this perfect idea of how you attack a problem or how they attack a problem, or maybe not even how they attack the problem, but how they would have liked to attack the problem, and it's perfect, right? And it's fine. But a lot of these problem solving, and it gets more and more when you get into more and more difficult problems, it's that you don't go from A to B to C like very easily, right? I mean, sometimes you do, and that comes with a lot of practice and maybe a little bit of luck, but by definition, if you're reaching your limits, then that's not the case. And I have my limits too, and I just wanted to have my focus on these videos be that, right? Just me seeing the problems. The contest problems are usually for the first time, but even these, as much as I can. I forget a lot of these anyway, because I've done thousands of videos at this point, right? So I don't remember these, and it'll be me just explaining how my thought process is. And sometimes my thought process is wrong, and you get to see how I adjust from that as well, right? Anyway, that's the intro. Hope that makes sense. Maybe I need to make a permanent video so I don't keep explaining myself, but it is what it is. All right, let's take a look at today's problem. We have 2965, find missing and repeated value. Suppose a easy problem. You're given a zero index 2D integer matrix grid of n by n with values in the range 1 to n squared. Okay, each integer appears exactly once except for a, which appears twice, and b, which is missing. The task is to find the repeating and missing number a and b. Okay, I mean, I don't know if the first thing I want to ask and notice maybe is that given this square grid, what is the point, right? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I know this is easy and there are a lot of ways you can do it, but my first question would be that it's a very awkward problem because one is that it doesn't need to be a two-dimensional array is my point, right? I don't know, maybe there's something thematic about it. I mean, n, it is a square, so n squared is 2500, so you really can't do it much worse than linear things. I mean, and of course we can just put everything in that lookup table, right? Pretty straightforward. I do wonder if there's I do want to spend some. I mean, and we can do that, and there'll be like a 5 or like a 1 minute thing, right? I was gonna say 5 seconds, and probably not 5. Whatever. My point is that it's very simple, right? I am going to try to think whether there is a way to do this without, like, can I do this in better space, right? So you can do this in linear space for sure, keeping in mind that linear in this case is n squared because that's the size of the input. So you could do that easily. Can I do better than that? I don't know. So the classic one is that if you're missing one number, then it's just the summation of 1 to that number, right? Here, what does that mean? So that means that you have a delta, right? Because basically, and I don't know if this goes anywhere, honestly. This may be useful, maybe useless, I don't know, right? So you have some thing, but that's part of the exploration, that's part of the try to figure out and all these things, right? So yeah. Well, this is technically n squared, but whatever. Without loss of generality, I think you could do it with n. Well, I don't think there's anything that really take advantage of the fact that it's n squared. Maybe I could be wrong, right? But yeah, so you have all this thing. One of the numbers is missing, so you could say this is subtract by some x or a, I guess. Which one is the missing? Oh, a. Oh no, a appears twice, so you have plus a minus b, right? And we're trying to know what that is. The thing is that I don't know, right? Because this only gives you one formula. With two unknowns. Right? And is that enough? No, right? No. Well, I mean, what I was thinking wasn't just that. Is that can I do anything like if I assume A to be or brute force on A or something like that, can I get B? And I don't know that there's an easy way to do it without it. Obviously, you can do a lookup table, but then that kills the point, right? And you could maybe sort it, so you could do some like n log n type thing, but that's way awkward still. And sorry, and n I mean input, not the. So it'll be like n squared log n or something, which is, I mean, it is a thing, but it's I don't know that that's worth the complexity that much. I will say I want to give it maybe just another 1 minute to think about it. I don't know if this. Wait, what is this? This for x that is, except for term, there's exactly one pair of ij. Oh, it's just saying that, yeah, okay, there's just, okay, I mean, that doesn't say anything, actually, just that, yeah, that each number is only in one place, except for the one that is repeating. And, of course, the one that's missing. Yeah, and there's really no way to figure this out, right? Usually. I don't know. Huh. I don't know this one, honestly. I mean, other than the naive, obvious solution. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, at the end of the day, you just have. I mean, the things that I'm thinking about are about like search strategies, of like, okay, given A, can we search for B, right? In a quick way. And honestly, I don't even think so. So, so I think maybe that's it. Maybe I'll look it up afterwards. But yeah. So yeah, so for row and grid, maybe we could do like, I don't know. I'm a little bit lazy, so I'll just write it this way, right? Total, right? And total is just collections.counter. And then now for so we have answer is equal to, oops. None. And then for key value and total dot value items, I think. I guess we don't even need. Oh, we do need key. But if v is equal to 0, oh, I guess that could not happen actually. So we have to be a little bit careful. So this cannot happen, right? Because if it's 0, then it doesn't show up here. So if it's equal to 2, then yeah, answer dot which one is the repeated one? A or B? A, right? So A is equal to key, right? The other thing would be that what is the other thing? Oh yeah. Now you have to find out the v is equal to 0 part. But I don't know. I think we could also just get up the sum as we said, right? Yeah, maybe sum is not a good is a keyword. That's why I'm trying to think. But okay, s is equal to 0. right? And then otherwise s k times v, right? So that would be the sum. And then now we have the sum we minus answer sub 0, right? So now that would be 1 to, that would give us what we said, right? 1 to n. So then now, yeah, so this is the, maybe the sum of that. And then missing number is just going to be, yeah, we have n, zero length of grid. So then now, let's just say m is equal to n times n, because it's easier for me to do, because it's just m times m plus 1 over 2, right? That's the sum. Minus s is going to be the first element, right? And b, maybe? Is that b? Yeah, I think so. Answer 1 is equal to b, and then we just return answer. I don't know, maybe I made a mistake, but that's really wrong, of course, as you can see. Should not be 35. M is 3, so that's 9. 9 times 10 is 45 minus s, right? Am I doing s? Oh, because of this break, because I'm an idiot. Because the break, it doesn't add all the sum correctly. Okay, that's a little bit silly, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are there different ways of doing it? Probably. How did I do it last year? Yeah, I mean, we just use the set. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's fine too, I guess. I don't know. Like, I guess what I was hoping for is like a very clever way of writing it, without using a set or hash table or whatever. Oh, there is a math way of doing it. Alright, let's see. Maybe today I'll learn, right? I mean, this is what we have here. Do we count as two? Man, wow. Oh, that's, huh? I didn't know this one. Well, I mean, I mean, I knew it, but I've never used this before. Someone has told me about this though, which is the sum of the square numbers or something. And then, but that's how you get a second formula, is by using the sum of the squares of numbers. Okay, that's actually cute. I didn't know this. Oh, I didn't. I don't know that this is my tool set, honestly, but that's kind of cool. I did know of this formula, but not very well. It's something that I do have to look up every time. And the way that they wrote it is very awkward, because it's off n square instead of n. But that aside, yeah, I mean, I did kind of know this one. But I guess that's how you get a second formula, huh? And you already have the delta formula, which is this one, which we had as well. Huh. There is a technique that I've seen people use from time to time, and I guess I'm just not very, you know. But maybe next time, or maybe the time after that. It just comes up so rarely that, because it is something that obviously it becomes up a lot, multiple times, then I would have already known it, or know it very well, rather than know of it. But it is what it is. I'm happy with this one. This is all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.